The Public Policy Institute of California report and FBI data found that in 2013, violent crime dropped in California to its lowest rate in 46 years. Since then, voter-approved Proposition 47, which reduced penalties for some crimes initiative, took effect. Joining me with an update on the impact of realignment and Prop 47 in San Diego County are my guests, Deputy District Attorney Rachel Solove and Mac Jenkins, San Diego County's Chief Probation Officer. And Mac, this PPIC report found a significant decrease in violent crimes and property crimes, except for auto theft. So is that in line with crime rates in our county?
I would say it was, and so we weren't surprised by what was found in the PPIC report, because we'd had somewhat of a preview from the work of our local SANDAC group led by Dr. Cynthia Burke. So we knew that there had been the significant decline in property crime here locally and only a very slight decline in violent crime. So it didn't catch us by surprise. In fact, it was on point with what we thought we'd see.
Now, this report, though, is careful not to attribute the reduction in violent and property crime directly to realignment. But would you call realignment a success in San Diego County?
I would say that we're absolutely hitting the goals that we set in San Diego County, and those goals collaboratively were to keep the public safe and to also make sure that the offenders that were shifted to our responsibility were channeled into services to help them change their lives and reduce recidivism. So we believe we're hitting those marks right now.
And Rachel, do you still have concerns on how the realignment policy is working here in San Diego and across the state?
I think here in San Diego we're very fortunate because all of our criminal justice partners work so well together. Even prior to realignment, we have a history of communication and collaboration, and I think that really was key to our success in San Diego. Between my boss, the District Attorney Bonnie Dumanis, between Chief Jenkins, between Sheriff Gore, all of those partners really came to the table early on and set San Diego up for success when it came to that shift of responsibilities.
And the report does note that the importance of incarceration savings, the money, should be redirected toward crime prevention. So how in San Diego County is that being done as far as spending incarceration savings?
Well, the money that comes from the state obviously is from the state savings. And so what we've been doing, as Rachel has alluded to and I mentioned earlier, we've been putting a lot of money into community-based programs. That Sheriff Gore, as Rachel described, he created a reentry center where individuals, while they're in jail, have the opportunity to participate in drug treatment, vocational rehabilitation programs. So all of those kinds of rehabilitative programs instead of incarceration lead to opportunities for the individuals to, again, make changes in their behavior so that when they come back and rejoin the community, they have a better opportunity to stay crime-free. And that itself results in cost savings.
And the 400-bed reentry center, right, the treatment
Correct.
Center, right, how's the outcome on that?
Outcomes are actually outstanding. Some of those individuals are what we call local prison sentences. And that means they serve a portion of their prison sentence in jail, actually, and then the balance of it in the community under probation supervision. Our last recidivism report for that population showed 86% of them had successfully completed their term without a new conviction for either a felony or a misdemeanor. So
let me touch on Proposition 47. It's been in effect for about 6 months, correct? And about 2,500 people in San Diego County have been resentenced from felonies to misdemeanors. Is that correct? I understand.
Right.
So, but you're not seeing the similar outcomes as we just talked about in terms of recidivism rates for Prop 47 people who fall into that category.
It's really early to tell because since it has only been in effect for 6 months and it's so new in the process. But what we are seeing anecdotally is that these offenders who are getting Proposition 47 relief are recycling through the system faster. So they're still committing the same crimes, they're just misdemeanors now with lower penalties. And I expect that that's what the numbers will show when we actually have more data.
And Meg, what incentives would you like to see the county institute to encourage these misdemeanor offenders to get drug treatment or other kinds of counseling that might reduce that recidivism rate?
Well, the same collaborative group that you heard Rachel talk about, the probation department, the district attorney's office under DA Demanis' leadership, even the public defender in the court, we're working actually on what might be called a redesign of the criminal justice system so that we can get a head start on assessing these individuals even before perhaps they enter their plea. So we have a better knowledge of what their needs might be so we can channel them into the appropriate level of service and supervision from the beginning.
When could we see that?
Well, we're still working on it, so I'm not sure quite yet when that might be able to roll out, but it would be an innovation. San Diego County would lead in that area.
All right, Mac Jenkinson, Rachel Solove, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.